Buy then build. It's Walker Deibel. We get a question a lot, which is, at what point do we start planning for the exit of the business that we're about to buy, right? And because thinking about an exit as you're thinking about buying is a little confusing. It's like, am I getting in or am I getting out? What's the plan? Before I answer that for you, let me tell you a quick story, which is, right now I have a house that was built in 1929. It's 90 years old. And I'm frequently saying things like everything is broken, right? So in other words, what just happened was our fireplace does not work, and part of the plaster around the fireplace started crumbling, and it sounds bad, but like the fireplace is actually like leaning out of the house, and I call some the people to fix it, and there's some story, and of course it's kind of like an open checkbook kind of situation. Simultaneously, we had a little foundation movement, and we've got to redo all of the plaster in the living room, and that's not all, but the pipe broke in the bathroom upstairs, and so in order to fix it, we need to either go in and mess with the 1929 plumbing, if that even makes sense, from either through the sort of like antique tile or back in through the plaster, and then fix all of that. So we're making these sort of decisions right now. What's the point of all of this? Why do I tell you all this? Because the market is hot right now for retail real estate, and if we wanted to sell, we couldn't sell right now because my house is actually unsellable. It's in an unsellable state, okay? And so we would need to fix all of these things before it would even be considered transferable, okay? Now, how does this relate to your business? Well, okay, no one ever thinks that, death, disability, disease, drugs, dis-ease, is that one of them? But like distress, the 5 Ds, I think they call it, right? So no one ever thinks that one of the 5 Ds is going to occur to them, all right? And the truth of the matter is that there's a large percentage, at least in the middle market, it's actually like the number one reason why companies go up for sale, right? Not quite as much in the lower middle and micro market, but this is really a big driving force between businesses needing to sell, okay? And the thing is that you never want to need to sell, and it will only occur if one of those things happens to you, okay? You have a fallout with a partner, okay? That's distress. A family member dies, or you've got whatever the situation is. It's clearly something you weren't planning on, but there are life events that occur, right? And so you'll be forced to sell. You need to make sure that you are ready to sell in the event one of those things occurs to you. That's sort of step one, all right? Step two, and probably the most important, is that I would say that you need to be thinking about the day that you are going to exit your business, the day that you buy it. Frankly, the days leading up to you buying it, okay? Here's why. You don't ever have to actually sell it, okay? But you want to focus on increasing the enterprise value of the company you're buying. Of course we do, right? We want to increase the value. And the way that we do that is through growing the company a number of different ways, okay? And so the thing is like any company, in theory, can actually double in a 3 to 5 year period, okay? It just takes a plan and working of that plan, all right? I'm gonna take it a step further and maybe be a little bold, but I wanna say that the best way to increase the value of any business is actually by focusing on the intangible assets. What do I mean by that? Walker, what do I mean by that? So it's gonna be like human, okay, your human capital, right? It's going to be your infrastructure, but not necessarily your hard infrastructure. It could be software, processes, standard operating procedures, just like structured way that things work inside an organization. You know, online marketing, right? Kind of resources. Again, a very intangible kind of, you know, building an email list, building online marketing, all the, you know, building a way to attract and convert customers is an invaluable tool that you can have inside a business. And lastly is probably in greatly overlooked, culture. And the culture itself does not necessarily increase the quantifiable value of your business, does it? Well, I think that if you are able to work a 3 to 5 year plan, okay, and you get in a rhythm of working towards this goal, you will start to work as a team, and you'll start to work as a team towards common goals to growing the business, okay? And by doing that, what starts to happen over time is you start to build a culture of accountability within your business. And when you have a culture of accountability, the human capital portion of your business starts to take ownership for the tasks and milestones of the projects that they're wanting to do. They start to have purpose in what it is that they're working towards, and they start to have accountability towards it. Okay? These things make the business more transferable. And the more ownership that you have inside your organization, and the more that you have a culture of accountability that gets things done, it in turn grows the business, in turn makes it more transferable, and in turn increases the intangible assets, which will make your business extremely attractive to people wanting to buy one. So the thing is when that day comes 4 years down the line, after you've run these cycles and created this culture of accountability as a byproduct, and it's kind of, I won't go so far as to say on autopilot, nothing is on autopilot, but you have a culture that embraces growth and tackling the hard things that need to get done, okay? And when all of these things happen, now you've doubled your business, you can exit if you want to. You can exit if you have to. Or you can say to yourself, I'm having a lot of fun. I really enjoyed building this, and I want to do it for another 3 to 5 year period and go from there. But the thing is that by focusing on, you know, a 3 to 5 year project plan will enable you to go in and do the things that will grow the value of the business and increase the enterprise value and put you in control of whether you want to sell or not. Thanks. Oh, one more thing. If you want to buy a business this year, check out the Acquisition Lab. We've got live workshops, pre-recorded content, a highly selected membership, and it's the most fun that you'll ever have looking for a business. Thank you.